You're watching ABC On Demand. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Trust Us With Your Life with a man I didn't believe existed, but now I do, Wayne Brady, the Paul Bunyan of improv, Brad Sherwood. Don't call him Magnum, it's Jonathan Mangum, and the one they call Colin Mockery, Colin Mockery. Now, here's your host, Brad Willard. Welcome to the show. Tonight we'll be looking at highlights from the remarkable life of our special guest, and at various points I'll ask our four improvisers to act out what they've just heard. They, of course, have no idea what the guest is going to tell us, so they'll be all ears. So let's meet the man who is trusting us with his life. He's been an entrepreneur since he was a boy, the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and he is one of America's richest men. Please welcome Mark Cuban. For being here. There was a bit of a misunderstanding. You thought we wanted you to buy the show. So they just said, come by. We'd love you to come by. But Mark, thanks for being on the show. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Let's get going. Is it true that you were once a bouncer?
Yes.
Wow. Where was this?
This was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You know, that's a tough town.
Yeah, I mean, it got crazy sometimes. Probably the craziest moment was I had this guy who was a little bit off come up to me and literally pull a switchblade on me, which was not fun, obviously, but you have to stand up to these guys.
Yeah.
So I was standing up to him. He was trying to be kind of a hard guy, and so I said, put it away. So thinking he was being a hard ass, boom, goes to put the switchblade away, but had it turned the wrong way. Blood everywhere, starts flicking it on me, flicking it all over the place, and so that was probably my worst moment as a bouncer.
And how did it end? Did he get carted off?
No, actually he left and came back and pulled a gun on me.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, but the good news was by then I'd already told the police about him, and so the police were right down the street, and they came, and then he got carted away. But the good memory, not so much good memory, but the memory is there's still a pool of blood or little stains of blood right there. So when I go back home to Pittsburgh, I can go visit that memory right there.
If we can match the drama of that situation. Now, this is a scene for all of our performers, starting with Wayne and Jonathan. I'd like you to play this as a forward rewind scene. This means that at certain points we'll hear a sound that will instruct the performers to rewind from where they're at, and then also to forward the action. Let's hear those sounds.
Rewind.
Rewind, which means rewind. Forward.
Forward.
There you go. Now I'd like to see Wayne play Mark as a bouncer at a bar. Jonathan, I'd like you to be a flirtatious girl who is stopped and frisked by Mark as she goes into the bar. Colin, you are the drunk man who threatens Mark, and Brad, you're the policeman who arrives to arrest the drunk. Take it away.
This looks like the bar.
Sorry, lady. Sorry, lady.
This looks like the bar.
Sorry, lady. Hands up. All right.
Thank you.
I'm Mark.
I'm Joe Quinqua.
Must be French. Yes. Hey.
What's with all the blood? Rewind. What's with all the blood? This guy. What seems to be going on here? Forward. Forward. What seems to be going on here? This guy.
college, you ended up sharing an apartment with 5 other guys in Dallas. There must have been a lot of girls in and out of that place all the time. Is that true?
That's true. There were some crazy moments.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, some of my roommates, they weren't quite worldly, and so their style was a little bit different than mine. But anyway, so one night I got in early, and I'm passed out in bed, and all of a sudden I hear these 3 guys, 3 of my roommates, just screaming, going, "That's what! I can't believe it! Oh my God! Oh my God!" Turns out these 3 guys, kind of the hit kind of guys from Indiana, my buddies, they went out thinking they had picked up these 3 hot women, and what they were expecting. But the best part was, after hearing, "Oh my God, it's a guy," hearing one of the other guys go, "Oh my God, don't stop."
That's a scene we'd love to see recreated. This will be for all of our performers, starting with Colin and Brad. Colin, you'll play Mark, and Brad, you're his cornbread, or as you call him, hick roommate, getting ready to entertain. After a while, 2 girls, played by Wayne and Jonathan, arrive at the door. However, to make sure we have the scene right, we're going to ask Mark to help the performers by using this bell and a horn. So if the scene goes pretty much as you remember, give a little ring with the bell. That's right. Good, or you don't like the way it's going, give us the horn. All right. Take it away.
I say, Mark, I can't wait to meet these lovely ladies.
You
Hey, wait, ladies!
just calm down. Calm down. You gotta be cool.
I'm wearing my favorite cologne, corn.
All right, be cool. Be cool.
Whatever you do, act like me, because I know what to do with the women.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Let me get the door.
One of us has a ding dong.
Hey, y'all.
Hola, papi. Gusto se voto yo.
Hi, my name is Carmelita, and this is Señorita Cindy. Oh, here.
I like the girl with the bumpy neck.
Finally, papis, you guys mind if I use your restroom?
No, please do.
Okay.
No! Well, I'll take both of them.
Okay, we'll see you after the break for more stories from my wonderful guest, Mark Stewart, on Plus Us Within Life.
Kraft singles have no artificial flavors, and they're always made with milk. So all you taste is something amazing.
Now in theaters, Brave is original, remarkable in every way, and Rolling Stone calls Brave visual magic. Pixar has outdone itself. Disney Pixar's Brave, now playing in 3D, rated PG.
Also get a free flight.
You know that comes with a private island.
Really?
No, it comes with a hat. You see, airline credit cards promise flights for 25,000 miles. But there's never any seat for 25,000 miles. Frustrating, isn't it? But that won't happen with the Capital One Venture card. You can book any airline, anytime. Hey, I just said that. After all, isn't traveling hard enough? To get the flight you want, sign up for a Venture card at CapitalOne.com. What's in your wallet? It's okay. I've played a pilot before.
Life with billionaire businessman Mark Cuban. Let's take a look at a turning point in your life. You sold your first software company, making you a millionaire at the age of 29. Am I correct? That's pretty good. And then you moved to Hollywood. What was your life like in Hollywood? A millionaire living in Hollywood, 29 years old.
It was fun.
Okay.
I did everything I dreamed of. I got a house on the beach, started taking acting classes, had 2 really attractive flight attendants move in as my roommates. You know, and that was the start, and it just got better from there.
Is this a movie you saw? No, this is real. All right, something just cry out to be performed, don't they? Let's do that now with all of our improvisers, starting with Colin and Wayne. And Mark, how would you like to jump in and play yourself? Would you like to see Mark give it out? All right, we'll start with Mark and Wayne. Mark will play himself, living with a female flight attendant with acting ambitions, played by Wayne. They're joined by Jonathan, who will play Mark's acting coach. However, Mark's voice will be provided by Colin, and Jonathan's voice will be provided by Brad. So, off we go.
Oh, isn't it a beautiful day, my sweet?
It's an amazing day. Mark, do you want to rehearse that scene?
Absolutely. Let me get the bananas and cream.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Mark, no, please do not go.
Olympia! The very sight of you just filled my body with such a desire I could rip off my clothes right now!
Mark, crap! That's crap!
What do you mean, crap? I gave my all there. Couldn't you see the emotions bubbling through me?
Yes, I can see the emotions, but you need to learn from me. As Doogie Howser, I play Howser. For the parents who really exist in this scene, you need to start the scene with a passionate kiss.
This still reminds me of something I went through in college.
Sorry. It made me... Great job and a narrow escape, Mark. Good acting. Right now we come to a special part of the show called Face the Music. To help us with this, please welcome our guest performer, David Armand. The way this works is that we're playing a popular song that has relevance to you, and David will illustrate the song and the lyrics through mime. However, you will be wearing noise-canceling headphones right there, so if you want to put them on, you'll have to guess the song purely from David's pantomime. So put on your headphones. Can you hear anything? Okay. Are you ready, David?
Yeah.
Start the music and off we go.
I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes I've made with you. I've had my share of thank you to my face, but I taking my bow and my curtain call. You brought me fame and fortune, everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no better for rolling, no pleasure cruise. I'm getting ready to shout for your mind.
said you got it. What was it?
We are the champions?
Yes! We are the champions! So why do you think we chose that particular song for you?
You know, maybe because the Dallas Mavericks are the NBA champs
Of 2011. Time for a break now. So join us soon for more from the life of my special guest, Mark Cuban, on Suspects in Your Life.
One time, at band camp, I stuck a flute. You guys are here for the reunion.
You have to make your own alone time.
Michelle?
American Reunion.
This is you, right?
I swear I had these all taken down.
Catch the unrated version you couldn't see in theaters and stay tuned after the credits for the hilarious gag reel. Look for the other movies in this series in your on-demand menu. American Reunion Unrated. Watch it on demand and digital download weeks before Redbox and Netflix.
Well, hello. Welcome to Hotels.com. Summer road trip, huh?
Yeah.
Let's find you a room. At Hotels.com, you'll always find the perfect hotel. Because we only do hotels.
I like that.
No.
Aw.
Ooh, yeah. Book it.
Oh boy.
Call me.
This summer, we're finding you the perfect place. Plus, giving you up to $100 at Hotels.com.
Welcome back to Suspects in Your Life with our guest, Mark Cuban. So tell us about the Dallas Mavericks and why you get so hugely passionate about them.
You know, I'm just a huge basketball fan. I've got, you know, I just really get into it. I'm intense. I like to win. I'm competitive, and I just go after it.
You get bad-tempered sometimes. You're very protective of your players, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm protective of the players. I'm emotional. I tend to get mad during games sometimes. If something doesn't go the Mavs way, I can get a little bit mean and a little bit angry.
And you don't mind getting fined, do you?
No,
How much have you gotten fined?
I've gotten in trouble with the NBA. I've gotten fined almost $2 million.
Wow, all right.
But, you know, I pay the money, but I also match whatever amount I'm fined, I match that amount and pay it to charity. So I think it's
That's good. Wow. I think we should see a tribute to Mark's ownership of the Mavericks, and I'd like to ask Wayne, Jonathan, and Colin to head off to a special area of the set to do a sideways scene. The special thing about this scene is that they'll be doing it lying down on our magic mat, and we'll relay the pictures to the audience on the screen. I may also throw in some different styles for them to act in. Now, the scenario is, that's very cool. They're lying down. They appear to be standing. The scenario is Jonathan is a Mavericks basketball player who has been fouled by Wayne, his defender. Colin, you are playing Mark, who runs onto the court to defend his player. Are you guys ready? Stand up, lay down, take it away.
You cannot beat me! Oh, yeah?
You sunk him into a basketball.
Exactly. Now I shall pitch him through the hoop using my powers. kids wanted a puppy, but they can be really expensive. So to save money, I just found him a possum.
Dad, I think he's dead.
Probably just plain possum. There he is.
There's an easier way to save. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
But not again.
You heard what the doctor said. Give it up.
Our kids can never give up. What they wanted was a child.
Hi, I'm Timothy.
What they got was a miracle. Everybody has these.
I came from the garden.
On August 15th,
I never thought I'd hear that laugh again.
Disney invites you
You know that he's different. What I like about him.
to the most magical movie of the summer.
Everyone he touches, he changes.
The Odd Life of Timothy Green, rated PG.
Battle station! Captain, are you refusing the order? Fight for embarrassment!
Our own people tried to think us.
We need to change the game. They need to understand I'm a man of my word.
Please believe in me. Please remember how much I love you.
Last Resort. Thursdays this fall on ABC.
Welcome back. Okay, let's get to the show. So let's say huge thanks to our wonderful sponsors. And then now that the percentage of messages to Mark from a number of random acquaintances for his wonderful life. Thanks to the very entertaining Mark Cuban. See you again soon. Hey, Mark, it's me, God. Can you hook a brother up?
Hello, Mark. I'm Dirk Nowitzki. Thank you for blocking me from the German forest where I was working as a German Sasquatch.
Hey, it's me, your doctor. I'm so glad I could prescribe you that little blue pill so you don't have any more Cuban Missile Crisis.
Hi, I'm Craig T. Nelson. Hello, Mark. Hey, Papi. It's me, one of your roommate's girlfriends. Why you lose my number?
Hi, Mark. It's your proctologist. You left this horseshoe last time you were here.
It wasn't that long ago.